Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday morning. It is the 13th of September, 2021. I want to welcome you to this live stream. We're going to really kind of do something cool. I'm going to show you guys over the next 6 days. So it's Monday through Saturday. I'm doing a live every single day to show you how to start, run, and grow a YouTube channel. I think you're really going to like it. It's got some really cool stuff. It's going to be really helpful to you. I'm going to tell you some of the things I used on this YouTube channel and how to keep yourself going. And today, as a matter of fact, I'm going to talk about if you even need a YouTube channel. So that's going to happen today. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching a recording of this, to subscribe, guys. Hit that subscribe button down there. Big red button. It's red because it's warning you. It says you haven't subscribed yet. So make sure you hit that button, turn it gray, and then ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live. I want you to make really good use today, excuse me, of that chat box. If it's a recording, I want you to make good use of the comment section. Either way, I want you to participate. I can prove to you that participating will facilitate your success. It really will. It'll just make it so much easier for you to be successful if you just participate. So please do that. Let's see. Looking and sounding good. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate that. You know, I want to start off today really with, do you even need a YouTube channel? Is it really necessary? Do you want to have a YouTube channel? Why should you have a YouTube channel? Let's talk about that for a second or not. If you want to start a YouTube channel for your personal brand or your business, one thing is for certain, okay? Video content is on the rise and it keeps growing year after year after year. There are over 2 billion monthly active subscribers and tens of millions of video creators on this platform, YouTube. But I got to tell you, a lot of people say, well, JR, I think I've missed the boat. I mean, I should have gotten in like, 2007 or 2010 or 2012. And I hear this over and over again. Understand that YouTube is growing, okay? And I don't mean it's just growing as far as number of creators on YouTube. It's growing as far as viewers on YouTube. It is the #3 social media network in the world, and it's the #2 search engine in the world, which means that it doesn't matter if there's tons of channels out there, if there's tons more people watching them. Now there's more people than ever that want to watch channels. So it doesn't really matter. And I got to tell you, before I get all the way into this, I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. Everybody and their brother or sister needs a YouTube channel. Everybody does. You just need one. It's so important on so many levels. If you don't have one, I just scratch my head and I'm like, don't you understand? This is free. You can actually do something for free. You can create content for free. And this is going to continue to grow, guys. Now is the right time. Yeah, yesterday would have been a great time, but today is the next best time, and tomorrow will be the next best time. The sooner you get in there, the better off you are. And I want to give you some reasons, because there are reasons for this, okay? Since YouTube is the 3rd most popular social network, okay? I mean, why wouldn't you be on there? If you're on Facebook and you're on Twitter and you're on Instagram and all these other things, why would you leave out YouTube? And YouTube is better than all those. I really believe it is, because it's video content. You can actually just talk to people, okay? You can reach a worldwide audience of over 2 billion monthly active users. So no matter what type of content you're creating, no matter what you're doing, there's going to be somebody that's interested in it. I promise you. If you thought it up, there's going to be an audience out there and they're going to be interested in it. Secondly, if you incorporate keywords into your titles and descriptions and tags and so on, which you have to do, okay, you will have higher chances to be found in your target audience. Now, if you want to find out more about how to optimize your YouTube channel and videos, you can check out all my other videos on this channel too. But bottom line is, guys, now is the time. Now is the time. If you've been waiting for the perfect time, finally you're here. If you think there's less oversight compared to Facebook and less censorship, man, I have a hard time with this one, Paul. There is censorship on every platform now where there didn't used to be. Now, I think there's good and bad to it. I don't like it when I'm censored, obviously, then I think it's bad. But when I see some terrible people, I wonder. But here's my belief on censorship is there should be none whatsoever. There's a lot of things out there that are offensive to me, but that doesn't give me a right to dictate if somebody else can see it. So as far as censorship goes, I'm really against it. I believe even if it's horrible, nasty, terrible, type stuff, at least we know who it is that thinks that way, right? If you got people who are going through their daily lives and you don't know what's in their head, I think that's even scarier. So that's concerning. Tyann, what's going on? Good morning, girl. Good to see you. Hope your boy is doing well. I know he wasn't feeling well. It was under the weather. Update me on that. So can you push live from Facebook to YouTube or from YouTube to Facebook? You really can't. They don't like each other. They don't play well. However, you can broadcast simultaneously on Facebook and YouTube because I'm doing it right now. The way I do it is I use a software called StreamYard. Let me put this in here so you guys have it. Stream simultaneously with StreamYard. Okay, so that's the one I'm using right now. And it really is good. It's actually StreamYard.com, but I can't put that in the chat section. You won't let me do that. And video marketing is growing, guys. It really is. If you think about whether or not to start a YouTube channel for your brand, let me tell you, right now is the perfect time to do it. I've said it over and over again. And you know that over 80% of the internet traffic will be for videos by the year, like the end of this year. It's going to be 80% of the traffic is for video content. Okay, so if you're not doing video content, you are missing out on 80% of the traffic. Is that really what you want to do? I know it's scary. I know you're thinking, man, if I'm going to get on there, people are going to make fun of me. I'm going to look dumb. I'm going to make mistakes. Yeah, I know people make fun of me and I look dumb and I make mistakes and I really just don't care. I think you reach an age in your life where things just don't bother you anymore. I think I finally reached that age. I didn't understand that while I was younger. I would see an older person do something. I'm like, oh my gosh, that would be so embarrassing. And I don't get embarrassed now. I don't care. I just don't care. It just doesn't matter to me. Let's see. I'm somewhat on board with that, but some things can mislead people and be dangerous. I do think it should be both stifled and brought out so that they can be shamed into oblivion. Yeah, it's so hard, Tyann, though. When you get into the censorship thing, it's a very slippery slope. Where do you draw the line? Exactly where do you draw it? And who makes the decision? That's the scary thing about censorship. Who makes the decision? When you just allow it and you give people the power to do it, whether it's a government or a social media network or whatever, you lose a lot. You really lose a lot. So that I'm totally for no censorship. I'm totally for that. And I know some horrible things will get out. I know there'll be some misleading things that'll get out. But guys, as a human being, it's your responsibility to vet stuff. If you get some information about your health or medicines or whatever, do other searches, do some research, look at medical journals, So, you can't be misled if you start doing research. I think the only people who are going to get misled is people who are too lazy to really research stuff. It is. Yes, it is. Okay. But what if you're an individual? All right. What if you don't have a business yet, but you're thinking about becoming a YouTube creator? As a powerful medium, YouTube can give you many opportunities and good ideas and create good content. So you should just go for it, because the thing is, you may start a business at some point. Why not already have a following of people who listen to you? And you could just start a YouTube channel and give your thoughts. You can certainly niche down, which is what I recommend. But reaching a worldwide audience, man, that is pretty amazing. Slightly over 15% of YouTube views come from the United States. The rest are coming from China, India, Japan, Russia, and a lot of other big and small countries. And it works in 80 different languages, which is pretty amazing. You may not realize that. The stats start to tell anyone who uses YouTube that you have the potential to reach users from all over the world, okay? I mean, that's pretty amazing, and nobody's charging you for this. This is free stuff. I'm trying to upsize my screen here so I can see stuff. So what if you do have an online business? That should be a #1 reason for you to start a YouTube channel, okay? In order to promote it. You can optimize your channel and your videos, and you can have a global audience for your products, man. I mean, it's amazing what you can do with YouTube. Now, today is pretty much me convincing you to start a YouTube channel, okay? That's what today is. But after today, I'm going to tell you how to start, run, and grow it over the next 5 days. This is going to run Monday through Saturday. I'm going to do it at 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. Saturday is 10 a.m. Why do I do 10 a.m. on Saturdays? I'm awake at 9, but you guys want to sleep in. So I do it an hour later on Saturday for you guys, okay? For example, you can see where most YouTubers come from and translate your content into including the title and description of your videos. You can actually translate it. You can do the tags and other written text in those languages. You can collaborate with international creators. You can mention some of your international subscribers in your videos and so on. There's so many things you can do. It's a really good, creative outlet, right? If you're a creative person and you enjoy filming videos, then you need this platform. You just need it. You need it to showcase who you are. YouTube is the perfect creative outlet for anybody who wants to create videos. Now, you may say to yourself, well, I'm not creative. I don't like to do videos. It's because you probably haven't done it. When you start to do it, you're going to enjoy it more and more and more. Whether you want to do daily vlogging, you want to do like travel stuff, cooking stuff, animation, maybe you want to do some short type movies or anything else that's different out there, sports, YouTube can be the storage place for all your projects. Who knows? Maybe someday someone's going to be interested in what you do and stumble across your work and offer to collaborate with you or even hire you. I get offers all the time to do brand deals. And I wouldn't have imagined that years ago. I don't do many of them. In fact, I do almost none of them because I want to get my own content out there and I don't want to promote somebody else's stuff. But people are offering to pay me to do these things. It's crazy. So you want to share your experience. You want to help people. That's another reason. And let me get a little sip here. And remember this. This is how often. And guys, keep your comments coming over there. You're slacking a little bit. You're slacking on me. I want to see those comments. I like you guys being involved. Remember, the more you're involved, the more your chances of success. Now, to share your experiences, this could be one of the best reasons ever to start a YouTube channel. To share your knowledge, to share your expertise, to help people in any way you possibly can. And if you acquire enough followers, you can even make money from doing what you already know and love. I know I'm doing it right now. I'm making money right now. Right now I'm making money. And here's why I'm making money. My channel has been monetized, which I'll talk to you about later on in the week, but commercials run on my channel. And when those commercials run on my channel, I get paid for it. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, it's just insane that I can sit here and talk to you guys and I know I'm making money. If you're an expert in any field or you're just good at something, whether it's a foreign language, martial arts, I don't know, nutrition, animation, working out, music, I mean, you name it, anything you're interested in, there's probably, in fact, there are other people that are interested in it, okay? So you can start by watching other people's YouTube videos and seeing what they're doing if you want to get a guide, but don't copy anybody, be yourself. I don't think my YouTube channel, I've never had anybody say, oh, you sound just like Gary Vee, or you sound just like Frank Kern, or you sound like Ryan Dice. I don't think I sound like anybody because I'm not, I'm just me. So don't worry about copying somebody else's style, just do your own thing. You could create how-to videos, tutorials, you can do lectures, you could do courses. I'm doing a training right now. It's really depending on your target audience and what they want, okay? So for example, let's say you sell, I don't know, makeup stuff or cosmetic products or hair care products. You could actually do tutorials on how to use those particular products and actually have affiliate links for those in the description. You can include your customers. You can ask them if they're willing to share their experience. And guys, if you're willing to share your experience, please do so. Tyann's the only one working today. The rest of you guys need to work. Would it be possible to do YouTube and do both a channel for hearing people and the same content for deaf or blind or hard of hearing? Yes, as a matter of fact, YouTube actually provides you closed captioning. So you could do a video and you can click on it and it will translate your video into closed captioning. It's not perfect. It's pretty darn close. And then you can go in and edit the words it gets wrong. But every YouTube channel I have has closed captioning on it if it's available. So yes, you can certainly do that. Can you target audience as well on YouTube as you can on Facebook? Facebook is a weird deal now, Paul. Facebook, you used to be able to target people a lot better than you can now. Now they've taken away a lot of the targeting, the insights and stuff. I would say YouTube can reach your audience better and for a longer period of time. And this is what's key, for a longer period of time than Facebook. Because if you put something on Facebook It goes into somebody's feed and it just goes lower and lower and lower and lower. And pretty much after that day, they'll never see it again. Whereas if you put videos on YouTube, they're there forever and they're categorized and they're in your album of videos. Okay. So like I have videos that I've done years ago that I get tons of views on right now that I'm making money on. That would never happen on Facebook. It would never happen. So on YouTube, you get use of those videos for years and years and years. I don't know how long. I mean, I've got one that I did in like 2015 or 16, and it makes me money every day. So that's pretty incredible. That would never happen on Facebook. It's just not going to. Does YouTube offer a look-alike audiences like Facebook? Well, what you're doing now is you're actually getting into Google Ads. Yes, the answer in the short is yes, you can do that. You can do lookalike type audiences, but it's actually done in Google Ads. And what you do in Google Ads is you decide if you want to do a video ad or if you want to do a image ad or text ad or something like that. And yes, you can target audiences. You certainly can. And also, guys, if you do have a business, it's really great exposure. Okay, and I mentioned that before, but it's great for sharing videos related to your business. Anything that you sell, to produce or to promote your brand, to reach a wider audience. YouTube's phenomenal. Okay. You can do like how-to videos of your products. Like we have survival food. So I could do how-to videos on how to cook with some of our canned meats. Apart from that, you can share behind the scenes videos. People love that when they get to go behind the scenes of your business and see what's going on every now and then. Like I'll show a room or something of our house. You can show your customers how products are created. You can give them tutorials about things related to your business and so on. All you need is a little bit of creativity, a little bit of equipment, and you don't need much. This can be your first piece of equipment right here, just a cell phone. You can start with that. The camera on that cell phone is better, or the current one. Okay, this is a current one. This is not really current. This is an iPhone 11. Okay, so it's fairly current. But the thing is, with an iPhone 11, this video on here is better than my camera was in say 2015 or 16. So you can start with it. That's not a problem. Okay. Now advertising potential, because Paul, you were asking about that. We're all aware in the last few decades that TV ads have become the type of media for advertising. Brands still spend thousands of dollars on TV ads, but the last couple of seconds, people don't even watch them. So after all, traditional media like TV is still influential, but you can't really target anybody. So that's a real problem. But on YouTube, you actually can. According to the findings of a Google commissioned Nielsen study, the YouTube mobile app reaches more adults, especially millennials, in the US than any other cable network out there. Now think about that. You could spend thousands of dollars to run ads on cable networks, or you could put your video on YouTube for free. In 10 years, they're going to say, hey man, YouTube costs a lot of money now. They're charging everybody. And you're going to say, yeah, it was free 10 years ago, but I didn't do anything about it. So now I would have to pay for an ad. So I don't want to do it. Guys, do it now while it's free. I'm sure there's going to be more charges coming down the road. And this is the only thing for mobile apps. So imagine how many people could use this platform on laptops, tablets, other devices as well. This means that if you advertise on YouTube today, you'll probably reach a wider audience than by advertising on TV. And it's cheap, guys. It's really cheap, not to mention that you'll pay a lot less than you're ever going to pay on TV. And what's more, not only will you reach a wider audience, but you can also target the type of audience you're specifically going for. Let me get another sip here. And you're slowing down those comments. Don't get slow on my comments. All right, keep them coming. Keep them coming. That keeps me energized. But what does YouTube have, or excuse me, what does this have to do with a YouTube channel? Well, because you must have a YouTube channel and a few uploaded videos in order to advertise on the platform. So you got to get started. So if you ever think that you're going to run ads on down the road, you might as well get ahead of all this. So what can you provide in the framing to brand the video like a backdrop or your books? So what can you provide in the framing to brand the video? I don't know if it matters that much, Paul. I've seen like Gary V, what is his backdrop? It's different every single day. Okay. But you can go to some channels like How to Barbecue Right, and he always has the same backdrop. He's always in the backyard. He has a podcast that's always the same. And, certain creators, Gordon Ramsay, sometimes he's outside cooking, sometimes he's in his personal kitchen, sometimes he's in a commercial kitchen. I don't know if it really matters. I think it's really all about the content and what you have to say. Quan Tron, if you ever watch him, it's a wreck. The whole place is a wreck. It's messy. He drops stuff, he spills stuff, and his backdrop is his little apartment that he has. It varies so much. And then of course you get all the travel people and they don't have any branding right in the backdrop because they're always going someplace else. I think if you want to do that, that's fine. But don't be afraid if you try something on YouTube, and I don't talk about it for the rest of the week, but if you try something on YouTube and you want to change it, it's okay. I mean, what the kind of video I did in 2015 versus the kind of video I'm doing in 2021 is vastly different. I did these little short 30-second videos where I was standing up with a fake backdrop and I didn't have my camera focused properly. It was terrible. They were terrible, but that's what I did back then. And I don't care. I mean, I do care. Don't go watch those. Don't go watch the first videos, please. Now, one of the things I do want to tell you is you can make money on YouTube. You can make money before you get monetized. And I'm going to show you later on in the week how to do those things. But I will cover real quick YouTube ads. In order to monetize your channel and become a YouTube partner, you have to have certain conditions. You got to have 4,000 hours of watch time on your channel within the previous 12 months. And you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. And then you can check and see what country qualifies. You have to apply for this. Your application is approved to be part of the YouTube channel partnership. And since YouTube is owned by Google, you can earn via Google AdSense. But beware that making good money via ads is effective only if you have plenty of subscribers. But don't worry about that. They will come. They will come. They will come. Okay, so all you got to do is start putting out the content. But if you don't have the content out there and you never get started, then you can't make any money. Now you can also sell products or merchandise on your videos. You can talk about that. You can do affiliate marketing. You can work with other brands, creating sponsored content, or joining Amazon's affiliate program and then putting the links below your videos and doing it that way. You got to make sure though, guys, make sure the products are related to your channel so that your audience is interested in them. If you're doing a makeup tutorial thing and you got computers below it, or you've got gardening equipment, it doesn't make sense. Don't do that. Do you have any plans to attend Vid Summit or VidCon? I see Vid Summit is mainly monetization versus techniques. I had planned to do that, and one of them, Paul, was in Los Angeles, which when I was in San Diego was pretty convenient. It's not so convenient now. I'm not a fan of Los Angeles. Sorry if you're a Los Angeles person, but it's gotten so run down. I just don't like that city that much. I have a friend who actually is the guy who runs the Jimmy Kimmel show. A good friend of mine. I talk to him, time and time again, and he's invited me up to watch Jimmy Kimmel, to sit in the green room and watch the show, which I've done. He's a great guy. But man, I hate just walking through that city and staying in that city. It's just so run down. And I'm sorry if you're from LA, but man, it's just slipped so bad that, as much as I'd like to go watch the show and it's a lot of fun, I don't want to go there. I just don't want to go there. So I want clean and nice. I want good things in my head. So I try to watch things that make me feel good. If I'm watching something, whether it's a TV show, whether it's a video, whatever, and I feel bad afterwards, I don't want to watch that kind of stuff. I want to just put good things in my brain. A couple other things you can do. If you want to do Patreon, you can do Patreon, where your audience just kind of supports you with money. You can give them extra content. You could give them extra downloads. You could give them more videos. So you could use something like that. If you want more traffic to your website, obviously, if you do YouTube videos, you can talk about your website and you can get more traffic to your website. Now, who should not start a YouTube channel? I want to talk about that real quick. Vid Summit offers a virtual ticket, by the way, with you on visiting LA. No, I know about that. I have a hard time with virtual tickets because I can't just sit there. I get too distracted and I don't really focus on what's going on. But yeah, I'm aware of that. I've seen it. Now, there's a lot of reasons to start a YouTube channel. Okay, a lot of reasons. It's definitely worth it. And if you think your business or you're an individual creator, you can benefit from a platform, don't think twice, go for it. That being said, there are a few reasons that you may not be a person who should have a YouTube channel, at least for the time being. Okay, so let me explain to you why I say that. If you don't have time, then you probably shouldn't start one. In other words, being a successful YouTube creator requires a lot of time and a lot of work. Now, if you think about it, I do this little half-hour training. Lately, I've been doing it Monday through Friday. I got back on the bike. Okay, I'm riding it. But it doesn't just happen that I show up and turn on my screen and start talking to you guys. I have to create thumbnails for each of the days I'm doing it. I have to create titles for each of the days I'm doing it. I have to create a description for each of the days. I have to develop the content. I have to organize the content. I got to deliver it effectively. I got to sit behind all these hot lights, and it's hot in here, guys. I have all these lights on me right now. Okay, I've got to be in this room. It's got to be quiet. I can't have anybody bothering me during this period of time. So if you don't have time to do that, then of course you shouldn't do it. Now, if your sole purpose of creating a YouTube channel is to advertise your business on the platform, if you don't have enough time to invest, don't even bother starting, okay? This, of course, doesn't apply to those who have the budget to hire somebody to do this. So if you don't have the time, you can't hire somebody. That can certainly be done. YouTube viewers look for quality content on a regular video upload basis, and then they decide whether or not to subscribe to a certain channel. And think about it, guys. You guys listen right now. If I were to do a video every single day this week and then not do anything for 6 months, and then do one for 3 days in a row and then not do anything for 3 months, you would be less likely to listen to me. You would be less likely to listen to me because it's too sporadic. Okay, it's not consistent. So I have to be consistent. So what I do is during the week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I put up a new video, and then I go live. Right now I'm doing it Monday through Saturday. So, you know, I go live 6 days a week. Now, if you're only in it for the money, and like I said, you can make money on YouTube in various different ways, and selling your products, merchandise, affiliate marketing, membership platforms, all that. However, if making money on YouTube is as easy as it sounded, then everybody would be doing it. Okay, you first need to have, like I said, 1,000 subscribers, and you need to have 4,000 hours of watch time in the previous 12 months, which means this is something that people aren't used to. You got to put forth the work first, and then you're going to get paid on down the road. It's not like as you put out the work, you get paid. You put out the work, you get paid. It's not like that at all. I had to put in thousands of hours in the very beginning to earn a few $100 a month. Thousands of hours to earn a few $100 a month. And you say, well, JR, why would you do that? Because I'm earning that money every single month, and it's a lot more than that now, but I'm earning that money every single month, and it builds every single month. And at some point, the money will way exceed the amount of effort I have to put out. Okay, so, and all the videos I put out from years ago are now still making me money. So it's like it's like a snowball effect. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, if you easily get hurt by other people's opinions, maybe you shouldn't start a YouTube channel. YouTube and social media in general are places where those kinds of people voice their opinions on anything and everything. Just open up your YouTube video and scroll down and look at some of the contents or comments. And in most cases, you'll mostly encounter positive comments. However, there's always negative people out there, and there's going to be trolls, and they just want to hurt somebody's feelings. So if that bothers you, if you're going to let this stuff bother you, then don't start a YouTube channel. Also, being a YouTuber means opening up to the world. There will always be people who don't like what you have to say. They're not going to agree with you. I get it all the time. Or they don't like how you look, or they don't like what your house is like, or they don't like your habits, blah, 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 blah. So if you're easily hurt by these negative comments about what you do or what you look like or what you say, maybe you shouldn't do a YouTube channel. On the other hand, if you're up to the challenge, I think it's a great platform to have. And like I say, starting tomorrow, I'm going to show you exactly how to build all these things and how you can do the same thing. And I'll take you down the road. I mean, I've done it to a certain degree. I'm not huge at all by any stretch of the imagination, but I make money every single month off YouTube, which is pretty cool. Now, are these enough reasons to start your YouTube channel? I sure hope so. Remember, the best time to start a YouTube channel is right now. Right now, don't wait, right now. It may take you a while to get started, but with a little bit of effort, a little bit of patience, a little bit of practice, you will get there. I can promise you it's going to work out for you. Do you guys have any questions, anything you want to ask me about YouTube or anything about selling products online? Feel free to put it in the chat box there while I get a sip. Anything you want to know before I get out of here. put it in that chat box there, and I'm opening my chat box so I can comment back to you guys. It's been a great session today. I really enjoyed it today. You guys have some great comments. You had some great ideas. Let's see here, and I'm gonna go back through and look at some of this stuff. Paul, I gotta consider going to some of this. I'm gonna be next month, September, October, no, November. I'll be in Vegas, and that'll be at the Affiliate Summit West. So some of you will be there. I'll see you there. I've seen where some channels have a free content and then a premium paid channel like Dennis Miller or Bill O'Reilly. Thoughts? I think it's good. I think it's really good. I think if you have the time to put that together, I can promise you, if you do enough videos, you're going to have people paying you. My wife has Patreon. She has Patreon people paying her. Not enough yet, but it's okay because we know it builds. It doesn't. We don't worry about lack of results in the current time. We don't worry about that because we know it'll come. We know it will. It just does. It just does. And this has been true in all of my online businesses. In the beginning, middle, sometimes the end, I'm not doing well. Things aren't working out. But overall, I do very well. And that's what I've got to look at. And some things I do work, some things I do don't work. I learn from those things. I move forward. And every year, I become more knowledgeable about how to market online. Every single year. That's pretty cool stuff. Thoughts of length of a good show. What's the sweet spot? I have no idea. I have no idea. I've seen people do 5 and 10 minute ones. I do 30 minutes. Joe Rogan does around 3 hours. 3 hours? I don't know how he does that. I'm still watching the one with Tom Segura, which he did several days ago. And you know, I think about Joe Rogan and the amount of content he puts out. And you say, well, he doesn't do that many videos. He only does a few a week. Yeah, but they're 3 hours long. Okay, 2.5 to 3 hours. And it's funny because I can tell by the length of the interview if you like the person or not. Like Tom Segura got 3 hours, but I've seen people get 1.5 hours, 2 hours. I'm like, yeah, he didn't like them that much. Thoughts on SLR camera versus phone? DSLR cameras. I use my DSLR camera for recording my videos that I upload. And it's a mirrorless. It's a really nice camera. And matter of fact, I'll get you guys the specs of that. Maybe I'll put that in the description. And it's a great camera. It really is. Right now, I'm using a Logitech camera that's plugged into my computer. But sometimes I will record some videos on my phone. So I didn't answer your question, did I? It just really depends on what I'm doing and what I need to do. I know Mikey Chen uses a really nice DSLR camera when he's in a restaurant eating on him. But the videos of the food itself, he always uses his camera and takes videos of it. And that picture seems almost better than his DSLR. I don't know. The problem with a iPhone is that you gotta fix the audio somehow. You're gonna have to plug a mic into it, so that makes iPhone a little bit more difficult. You know, with my DSLR camera, I can have a wireless lavalier microphone, which I'll talk about some equipment later on too. So it's really what you want to do. It's what you want to do. I don't think there's one that's better than the other. I think they can be better than the other depending on the situation. Like if I were to put my cell phone up on the stand here behind my computer and film myself, the video wouldn't be too bad, but the audio would be horrendous because it's too far away and it picks up all the ambient sound in the room. So it just depends. If I'm doing something close up, my phone is fine. Let's see here. Paul had something to say, and I saw it come across on that screen. There it is. Joe Rogan also has a huge team backing him up. I think you need to check out how raw Joe Rogan. He doesn't have a huge team, actually, Paul. He has his producer, Jamie, and he books all of his own clients. I don't know if you know that or not, but Joe Rogan actually books all of his own interviews. He does not have a huge team. I don't know where you saw that, but if you know something other than me, let me know because I've heard him talk about it. It's him and Jamie. And you know, there's a lot of teams like that Hot Ones, the Hot Wings Challenge, where they eat the hot wings. That's him and his brother. That's it. That's all they have. Now, Joe Rogan has a great studio and nice equipment and all that, but he does not have a big team. Unless you know something I don't know, it's only him and Jamie. He calls him Young Jamie, and Jamie's been with him since the beginning, except for when he started in his own in his bedroom. And I remember seeing those. I know what you're talking about with those. So don't think that you need a huge team. You know, I don't have a huge team. You know, my wife Jessica will help me every now and then on recording some videos. But man, it's just me, and it doesn't really take much. I mean, you look at Mark Wiens. Mark Wiens is just Mark Wiens. He has 8 million subscribers. Mark Wiens does. So I think this is a double-edged sword. It's kind of an excuse, and it's a reason to not get started, thinking that you need all this help or all this equipment or all these things. You just don't. I mean, it may not be the quality you want in the beginning, but you don't need all this. You just don't need it. So I don't want to go too long, guys. I really do appreciate, Paul, I appreciate all your comments and that you've been working hard today, my man. And I appreciate you, Tyann, and everybody that showed up on this live today. If you're not live, if you're watching a recording of this, it will go up as a recording. Please subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, right? James Breen used to always remind me of the like, and I don't know what happened to James. I switched the time. It's 2 hours different for him. So I think he's having a hard time getting here. But I mentioned you, James. So if you watch this, look, I mentioned you. Do you have a, all right, let's see. I got another comment here. There it is. Do you have a specific setup for when you're on the road, how you show videos from affiliate event? You know, I just use my phone. That's all I do is I use my phone. I don't even like taking a DSLR camera with me. I'm afraid it's going to break. It's too expensive. But I tell you what I am going to invest in is a GoPro. I think I'm going to do that. James Breen, there you are. You're still around. Okay. All right. You popped up. You've been hiding throughout this whole broadcast. You haven't said anything, but you're there. Buddy, we appreciate you so much. Really do. And I'm ending now, but I really appreciate now. I feel better now. I can go through my day. James Breen showed up. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you would. Click it now. Click it. Only takes a second. Don't forget, ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live or if I upload a video. Paul says, by the way, bummed I missed Saturday. Live, great show though. Yeah, if you want to watch a really good show on 9/11, and that's not because of me, it's because of the information that I gave you guys. Go back and look at the Saturday show on 9/11. It was a tribute we did. It has nothing to do with making money online or any of that. But if you want to see some really good content and hear some really, I guess, deep information about 9/11 and what's going on now and what happened and all that, go back and watch that video. Not political in any way. It's just really, it's what the reporters should be doing now and just reporting the facts, but they don't now. They're all sensationalized. It's crazy now. Oh, I got a YouTube notice today. Peace and blessings always, everyone. I'm glad you got it, James. That's awesome. I'll be here through Saturday. Remember, all this week is how to start, run, and grow a YouTube channel Monday through Friday. Saturday will be at 10. Excuse me, I'm going to do it Monday through Saturday, but Saturday is at 10 a.m. All during the week is at 9 a.m. That's Central Daylight Time. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day. Treat everybody kindly. Talk to you later.